Have you ever wondered what it feels like to step into a world where every corner seems more magical than the last? From floating shrines that glow at sunset to mountain towns untouched by time, Japan is a place that never stops surprising. And that's why today, we're diving into the 10 most beautiful places to visit in Japan in 2026. The kind of places your camera struggles to capture because they almost don't feel real. That's Japan. Nah, that's just the surface. Stick around, because the real magic is in the hidden corners most travelers never see. Let's start with a place that doesn't even feel real, like it's been pulled straight out of a dream, Kyoto during cherry blossom season. Picture this. Soft pink petals drifting through the air, ancient temples glowing in the golden light, and quiet streets that feel frozen in another time. It's the kind of beauty that doesn't just hit your eyes, it hits your soul. While tourists flood the main spots, locals slip away to secret gardens, quiet paths where you can actually hear the petals fall. Now, jump to a totally different vibe. Mount Fuji reflected on Lake Kawaguchi. On clear mornings, the mountain looks so perfect it almost feels fake, like it's been painted onto the sky. But the real secret? It's even more mesmerizing at sunrise when the peak glows orange and the world feels completely still, like time just stops watching you. And then, a completely different kind of magic, Nara, the ancient city where sacred deer roam freely through the temples. Sounds peaceful, right? Until you realize these deer actually bow back when you bow to them. A tiny, magical moment that makes you grin like a kid again. 3 places, 3 moods: calm, surreal, pure wonder. And this is just the beginning, because what's coming next makes even these look like warm-ups. Now let's step off the beaten path and into the Japan most travelers never see. Takayama, a mountain town that feels frozen in time. Streets lined by centuries-old wooden houses, morning markets brimming with local flavors, and that crisp mountain air that makes every breath feel alive. Few tourists linger here. You can wander for hours without seeing another soul. A rare quiet that's almost addictive. Then there's Shirakawa-go, a village straight out of a storybook, famous for its steep thatched roof houses, dusted in snow during winter. Imagine arriving there just as morning fog lifts. Suddenly, those perfectly symmetrical roofs appear like tiny islands in a sea of mist, a moment that feels almost unreal. And for something completely different. Okinawa's hidden beaches, crystal clear waters, soft sand, coral reefs that feel like a secret playground, hidden lagoons and sun-soaked coves most travelers never even see. 3 places that feel almost too perfect to exist. And yet, there's more. Because coming up next are the spots that will completely redefine how you see Japan. Next, the places most travelers don't even know exist, and they're nothing short of mind-blowing. First up is Aogashima, a remote volcanic island in the Philippine Sea. Tiny, mysterious, and practically untouched. Steep cliffs, dense greenery, and a small village that seems suspended in time. Then there's Tottori sand dunes, a place you wouldn't expect in Japan at all. Endless waves of sand stretching to the horizon, camel rides, and the most surreal sunsets you'll ever see outside the desert. And for something completely unique, Shikoku's Iya Valley, a hidden mountain gorge famous for its vine bridges and misty peaks. Walking across one of these bridges, with the valley fog swirling below, is a thrill that mixes beauty and fear in a way you can't forget. Each place hits differently, from isolation and serenity to surreal landscapes to heart-pounding adventure. And just when you think Japan has revealed all its secrets, the next spots will completely redefine how you see Japan. And now, The final 3 destinations. Prepare to be amazed. First, Miyajima Island, famous for its floating torii gate that rises from the sea. At high tide, it feels like a gateway to another world. Walking near it at sunset? Pure magic. Then Koya-san, a serene mountain temple complex where you can stay overnight in a monastery, participates in morning prayers, and feel a spiritual calm that's almost otherworldly, a side of Japan most travelers never experience. And finally, Yakushima, a lush island covered in ancient cedar forests, where some trees are over 1,000 years old. Walking among these giants, listening to the moss and waterfalls, it's easy to forget time itself exists. These last 3 places combine natural beauty, cultural depth, and mystical energy in a way that turns a trip to Japan into a life-changing experience. By the end of this list, you'll realize Japan isn't just a destination. It's a journey that stays with you forever. Now, imagine yourself walking through these places, the cherry blossoms drifting around you in Kyoto, the crisp mountain air of Takayama filling your lungs, the misty vine bridges of Iya Valley making your heart race, every temple, forest, and beach, a story waiting to be felt, a memory waiting to be made. Even after seeing all these destinations, Japan still holds secrets you haven't discovered yet. Every journey there is unique, filled with wonder, surprises, and moments that linger long after you leave. Which of these stories will you step into first? Which place will make your heart race, your spirit soar, and your memories last a lifetime? Dream big, explore boldly, and let Japan show you a side of the world you'll never forget. And if your heart's already wandering beyond Japan, the next journey's waiting. The 10 cheapest countries to travel in 2026. It's right there on the screen. Don't just dream it, explore it. And if you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to subscribe for more.